Hi guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 current day Formula 1 tracks. Now, I know it's going to be different to everyone else's because my list always seems to be wrong, but be sure to leave your top 5 current day Formula 1 tracks down in the comment section down below, and I'll try and reply and try and interact with you guys down in the comment section. Just a note about the gameplay, R-Factor 2 with the Sauber. I think the track is called Blackwood, and I think it's a conversion from Live for Speed. So that's the note about the gameplay. Let's get into this and talk about number 5. Now, at number 5, I'm going to put Hockenheim. I don't know why, I just really love Hockenheim. It's not as good as the old circuit. The old Hockenheim was an absolutely amazing circuit with the massive back straight. I will definitely put Hockenheim up further if we're doing tracks like 10 years ago, but Hockenheim, I think I'm going to put it at number 5. Now, I know we didn't have it last year, but it's going to obviously make a return this year as they switch out each and every year. So, you know, I think Hockenheim is a very good track. It's, you know, it's got a lot of passing opportunities, it's got some really tricky corners, and I think if you get the perfect lap, it feels really good around Hockenheim, and I can't wait to drive it once again in a new Formula 1 game later this year. And yes, so I think I'm going to leave Hockenheim at number 5. I think it would be number 3 or 2 if we were doing like tracks from 10 years ago, because the old Hockenheim was an absolutely amazing track. But yeah, this is the current day version, which isn't quite as good. Next up is going to be number 4, and I'm going to say China. Now, I know a lot of people will not agree with this because China isn't really regarded as one of the best tracks, but I actually really like watching the racing from China. China sort of always throws up a bit of surprise. For example, I think, remember back to 2011, and that was sort of a Red Bull dominated year, and that was one of the tracks where Red Bull didn't win. It's sort of a track that throws up a bit of a, you know, a unique opportunity for the teams that aren't quite as good to you know, get up there. Obviously with the long straight, less downforce than some of the other tracks. I really enjoyed the racing around China. Even before the DRS, it was really good racing around there. So I know most people are not going to agree with that, but I'm going to leave China at number 4, and we'll move on to number 3. So, at number 3, I'm going to put Brazil, because I honestly really love watching the last race of the season around Brazil. It's a bit of a shame that we're not having the last race of the season around Brazil this year, because it's going to be Abu Dhabi, but Brazil always throws up some amazing races. It is always remembered as one of the best races of the season. Even when Red Bull dominate it, I think it's always remembered as a really good race, because even if a Red Bull does win, for example, there's always great racing throughout the field, and most of the time it is the last race of the season. I think it has been pretty much every last race for like the last 5-6 years, I think, except from 2 occasions. So, you know, always a great last race to have the end of the season, but I suppose if you put it in the middle of the season, it might not be so dramatic, but, you know, with the rain that always comes down and the crazy races that happen around Interlagos, I think I'm going to leave that at number 3, but definitely a great track, and I really hope that it doesn't get kicked off the calendar. Now, I think that it has been rumoured to be kicked off the calendar over the last couple of years, but I really hope it doesn't, because it provides absolutely amazing races. Now, let's move on to number 2. At number 2, I'm going to put Monza. Now, Monza, you know, many fans of Ferrari and Italy, just so much passion goes into the Italian Grand Prix, and I know it's about talking about best tracks, but I thought I'd mention in there a lot of passion in, you know, Italian Formula 1 fans, obviously with Ferrari there. So, you know, it's a great track. I don't think it's quite as good as some. It obviously has just got quite a long, you know, lot of straight lines, so it's you know, if you get a good enough lead, it's hard to like slipstream and stuff, but it has provided really good races in the start. Remember back to 2008 when Sebastian Vettel won his first race round there. A totally unpredictable race, and I don't think anyone would have predicted Vettel to sort of just keep it on the track, especially as I think he was a teenager at that point. So yeah, definitely really good races round there. Now, I haven't put it at number 1 for a couple of reasons. I don't think the overtaking generally is too amazing. You know, sometimes they can set up a car and be really fast on a straight line and nobody can overtake. Now, obviously, I do realise with DRS and curves and all that sort of stuff nowadays that it's very easy to overtake at most tracks. But I know it's a bit of a weird thing to say because it's such a high-speed track, but I don't think the overtaking is amazing at Monza. I don't know why, but that's just one thing that I would say that takes it a bit down. So, moving on to number 1, I'm going to put Spa. Now, I was originally going to put Spa at number 2, but when I thought about it, Spa normally provides much better races than Monza. Just the rain and everything that comes down to the track like midway through the race. I think I remember back to 2010 where it was dry the first half of the lap, then the second half of the lap was pouring down rain. So, you know, with also sort of the rainy conditions and everything that comes down at Spa, it's just providing absolutely amazing races. So, that's going to be my top 5. So Hockenheim, China, Brazil, and then Monza, Spa are my top 5 circuits. Be sure to leave yours down in the comment section, guys. I'd just like to note on 2 tracks, Monaco, you know, it's a really cool track, but I don't really think it's the best track for overtaking in Formula 1 nowadays. And also Silverstone, I'd probably put that at number 6, because I know a lot of British fans will be watching this and wondering why I didn't put Silverstone in there. I think it is just pipped by Hockenheim and China, but it does provide great races, which are good to see. So, I know it's a bit of a random list, but be sure to leave yours down in the comment section, guys. I'll be looking forward to reading them. I know they're going to be totally different to mine. And, yeah, so be sure to leave your opinions and maybe also your reasoning behind it as well. That's always great. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's Spa-Francorchamps about it. Goodbye. Hi guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, it is much appreciated. If you have any comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below and hopefully I'll respond to as many as possible. If you want to check out GT Omega, there is also a link down in the description, also some sales on recently as it is Christmas time, so if you want to grab a bargain there, it might be one down in the description. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video, I appreciate you watching. It's been Alex and I'm out of here. Goodbye.